in a press statement dated 30 July by the founder of the People's Dialogue, Herman Mashaba, he announced that the DA's regional leader in Tshwane, Abel Tau, has quit the DA to join his movement. Tau will be joining a former ANC MP, Feki Mentor. To tell us more about this new addition to the movement and hopefully share some plans for the future, we speak to Herman Mashaba. A very good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us, Mr. Mashaba.
Yes, good morning, and thank you very much for this great opportunity, and thank you so much to the listeners. Absolutely excited by developments happening in our organization. As much as, yes, the country is in big trouble at the moment, economically and otherwise, but however, we're making efforts to really driving the launch of our party on the 29th of this month, so that we can be ready to contest next year's local government elections in some of the key metros. So we're really excited with ordinary South Africans, high-profile ones who are black, white, Indian, colored, real non-racial South Africa, ready to really bring in a new dispensation come next year's local government elections, and use this as a precursor for 2024, where we can finally remove ANC from power in a constitutional manner.
Now, Mr. Mashaba, you mentioned when you were launching your party that you don't want your party to be a place where politicians who failed residents actually come and retire to, and you want them to pass through a proverbial eye of a needle. Does Mr. Tau actually meet or pass this test?
Absolutely. I think we don't really take chances. I think, one of the things that I did when starting to attract people, set up our own intelligence network for vetting purposes. So for you to really join us and announce you to society can really be assured that where the person has gone through a proper vetting processes, more especially if you're a high-profile person.
And which skill sets are you hoping to utilize that Mr. Tau actually carries, knowing that he has served in the city of Tshwane for quite a number of years?
I think if you look at Mr. Tau's background, coming from the private sector, left a great job to join the DA at the time, wanting to save society. Did not really join the DA, join the public service to save.
Well, we seem to have lost Mr. Herman Mashaba there. We will try and reconnect with him telephonically. Herman Mashaba, the founder of the People's Dialogue, just talking to us about the latest addition to his party. We seem to have him back. Mr. Mashaba, sorry, we lost you for a moment there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, as part of our vetting process, Mr. Tau has been really found to really be a very strong person on the ground. And we need, obviously, not to really be here on television or on social media platform or on anywhere. We need to really be on the ground. And I can tell you our team did a great job in actually establishing whether Mr. Tau's relevance in the communities is strong. And I think this is what is going to really be bringing to us. And his commitment to public service. So I'm really inspired by him, and I hope that we can learn a thing or two from him, because we need to take over that capital city of Tshwane, take it back from people and from these political parties that are not really prepared to serve society. And what is great about our party is that in terms of the electoral reform, whether it's Mr. Tau or Herman Mashaba, ultimately, before you can really be an official public servant, our public reps are going to be elected by the people in every ward. So for you, the list that's going to be given to the IEC to be our ward councillors, to be the mayors, that list is going to, those public reps are going to be elected by the people first. We are going to run our own primaries in every ward and municipality where we're going to contest.
You've actually answered my next question. I was going to ask what position he'll occupy, but I guess he's going to be a normal member for now until he's elected by the members of the party. Now, what reasons did Mr. Tau give you for actually resigning from the DA and wanting to align with your vision?
Well, I think if you look at the DA, what they've done to the city of Tshwane, I mean, what is actually quite strange. Look at what they did in the city of Johannesburg. You know, the reason why I left is because DA was not happy with my pro-poor policies to really save our poor communities. And strange enough, it is happening again in Tshwane. They were prepared just a few weeks ago to support Jeff Makubu in the city of Johannesburg, but not interested in actually doing something to say to ANC, then support us so that we can stabilize the city of of Tshwane. That really demonstrates to you that the DA is not interested in governing. They're happy to really be an opposition to represent a small minority of some of their voters. And unfortunately, people that they claim to represent are really disappointed with the DA not wanting to really be in government.
Now, we've seen Ms. Feki Mentor joining now, Mr. Abel Tau. Who else is in the pipeline to join your movement?
Watch the space. Watch the space as we build up to the 29th of this month. Watch the space as we prepare for next year's local government elections. Watch the space as we prepare for eventually 2024 when we are going to be removing the ANC from power with an outright majority.
We hope you'll let us know first right here on Newsroom Africa, DSTV channel 405. Before I let you go, what will South Africa look like under the leadership of your party?
Well, I think if you look at the core values that came out of the People's Dialogue engagement, you remember we launched the People's Dialogue on the 6th of December last year to run until the end of February, engaging civil society. You know, for me, what is actually quite inspiring about this, because I had to get my family to fund this project, which are called CODESA, that let us get South Africans to tell us what type of South Africa they want. Now, what came out of that? Well, for me, at the time, I expected to have, I said, if I have 500,000 people giving us input, it would really be a sizable number. We ended up with 2.4 million submissions. I mean, historic. Coming out with 5 core values of what South Africans are looking for. South Africans are looking for a non-racial society. South Africans are looking for a free market economy. South Africans are looking for social justice. If you look at 300 years of colonialism, apartheid, 26 years of ANC damaging our economy, South Africans want to see social justice. South Africans want the rule of law. South Africans, we just had the states yesterday. I mean, who wants to really live in a society like this? South Africans are looking for electoral reforms where they get an opportunity for public representatives to be elected directly by them. So this forms the core values of what we stand for. But I will elaborate on the 29th of this month when we launch the party, including our constitution and our blueprint for our new political party.